Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the show. This is Jenga Njeru. Now, today we have the Matchmaker show, and you understand the protocol here. Any other time we have a man, the man is looking for a woman, and when we have a woman, the woman is looking for a man. Today we have a man, and I'll be telling you the kind of woman he is looking for. But before then, if you're watching us for the very first time, this is the Matchmaker show. We help men and women to get matches, and the moment they get the right ones, they meet their destinies. So you're not lost. If you're new to the show, subscribe, like the video, and don't forget to leave a comment. Also, the contacts of our guest will be on my Facebook page at Jenga Njeru. So you can follow Jenga Njeru on Facebook, and you'll be getting these updates in real time. Our guest on today's show is a 71-year-old man. His name is William, single and searching. At the age of 71, you could be asking yourself, why is William single? What kind of a woman is he looking for? And things like that. The moment you're able to understand these details, you're able to make a very informed decision based on your own interest, because you can be able to reflect his profile against yours. One thing will lead to another, and by the time we realize, you have gotten yourself a match. Mr. William is single because he is widowed. A widower is a person who lost his wife through death. The female version of the same is a widow. He has two grown-up children, so he's on his own. And you can all understand that when people lose spouses, it can be lonely. Nobody really gets to move on, nobody gets to heal, but you have to accept that things will happen, life will happen, and that is the way. So even the Bible allows such people to remarry. So that is why Mr. William is on the show. At the age of 71, what is William looking for? I had sometimes back preempted his story on my Facebook page at Jenga Njeru, but that time I had captured his age as 78, and he was able to correct it to 71 because his age is 71, not 78. So if you had seen his previous post being preempted on Facebook and now you saw him as 71, I want you to understand that it was a mistypo. It was a typo error. Now, he wants a woman who is 48 years and above, a woman who is responsible, God-fearing, caring, responsible, a non-drinker, and a non-smoker, a woman who is not addicted to anything, if anything, to growth and Jesus Christ, because he is a born-again man. He is a Kamba man who is a teacher and a retired teacher. When we don't say retired teacher, we only say retired teacher to state like position that the person is holding in society, because once a teacher, always a teacher. Once a soldier, always a soldier. So even for presidents, once you retire, you are only called former president or retired president, just to indicate that there is a sitting president. Otherwise, once a president, always a president. Once a soldier, always a soldier. And once a teacher, always a teacher. So Mr. William is a Kamba man who is a businessman currently, because even when you retire from teaching, you can retire from active teaching, but that one does not prevent you from entering active business. So he is there, single and searching. He's a Kamba man. He has no limitations when it comes to tribe, and he would be willing to accommodate a woman from any place, so long as that woman is willing to settle with him in Makueni. So he is in Makueni County. Makueni County is a county in Ukambani. His photo is the one you can see in the thumbnail. And if you have children, preferably one child or without children, that one is the kind of woman he is looking for. He is ready to remarry, willing to settle down as soon as possible. I have told you here time and time again that age is nothing. Nobody gets too old to a point that they cannot be loved. So do not demean yourself for whatever reason. Let nobody tell you that you are old. Older than who? Older than what? You know? So you can always find love when you want to find love. And this is a wake-up call, even to those who are maybe assuming they are old at 40, at 50, at 60, at 70. It is never too late. If God decides to give Mr. William 100 years, for instance, there will be another 30 years of his life that he needs to enjoy. So the road ahead is still way long. Okay, if you backdate 50 years from now, 30 years from now, it's such a long time. You cannot afford to deny yourself the luxury. You cannot deny yourself the joy of loving yourself. And I think this one only applies to Africans. Africans are the only people who don't love themselves enough. And I think I'll do a podcast on the same. On this podcast, I'll do an episode on the same, and then we can be able to understand why Africans hate themselves. Africans don't love themselves. They don't take themselves to holidays. You rarely find an African taking themselves on holiday. You rarely find an African doing something great for themselves but when it comes to helping other people, Africans, that's why they complain of black tax, this, black tax, the other, because they prioritize the needs of other people ahead of theirs. And then they say that they have been. Anyway, I'll see you in the next video. His number starts with 0723 3648. I'll be sharing the other two numbers on my Facebook page at Jenga Njeru. And Jenga Njeru is a verified Facebook page with more than 155,000 followers. So please, if you're looking for Jenga Njeru, look for the genuine Jenga Njeru page. If you find another page bearing my photo, please report that page. Please block that page, okay? Yeah. I'll see you in the next video.